Well, hello, I'm Notyetdead, and welcome to Oberkrebach. Now, that's a bit of a guess, okay? I am not saying that was a correct pronunciation, but yeah, new map, new farm. Let's take a look round. So this is Oberkrebach. It came out a few weeks ago, and we'll talk about how we got here in a minute. But anyway, it's German, clearly. It's got lots of the buildings from Felsbrunn, which is quite nice. A couple of versions. There's the garage and the house. A couple of these sort of, garage similar. Then there's this sort of L-shaped barn here, which has got a little bit of storage inside. So all the buildings from Felsbrunn. And we're in new farmer mode. And what I've done is taken the base new farmer mode. I've sold the vehicles that we started with. I've just realised we're on the wrong currency. Tut tut. So let's sort that out right now. So I'm just messing with my laptop getting into the chat, just in case we get some live viewers. Yeah, so I sold all the starting equipment. Other than that, it's exactly as it was when I walked onto the map. And so we're down here. If I go into this, we own this sort of patch, right? So we've got fields 13 and fields 14, and we've got these W. I don't know what the W sort of really stands for, but we've got they're sort of grass areas. W. My German's a little bit limited, but yeah. So we've got these 3 grass areas, and we've got sheep. Is that sheep? Chickens, pigs, and cows. Got a silo, got a farmhouse, and we've got a fuel station. I've not done a first look on this. I downloaded it. I watched my CDSP's first look a very long time ago, and never really got around to looking at it. But it's quite a small map, quite small fields, quite cheap fields. So actually, by selling the starting equipment, we've actually ended up with a little bit of money in the bank. And also what I've then done, so the purpose behind this was to do smaller equipment, maybe a bit older equipment, a little bit like I did Altenstein on FS17. So the map itself isn't necessarily set in a particular period. I don't even know, I haven't looked. I think it's just got all the standard vehicles. But I thought it's quite small, it's German, so we can use lots of European smaller equipment. So we have got the New Holland 11090 mod. Oh, I'll have to look up all these mods. But we've got it in Fiatagri. We've got the Fortschritt ZT 323. We've got the new, again it's New Holland, but actually in the Fiatagri format, the 160/55 that came out last week. We've got a New Holland TX32, just because actually it's the oldest combine we've got. We've got a Fortschritt HW80 Trailer header, a Fortschritt B-125 plough. I might regret that because it's only got a 1.5 metre width, but we can always I might get another plough to go with it. We've got the Fortschritt B402 cultivator, which actually at 3 metres is not a bad width at all. I've gone for the Amazon D9. I've got quite a few variants of Amazon seeders, but I went for the D9 3000 3 metre. We've got an Amazon ZAU, the fertilizer and lime spreader, header trailer, and then all of the starting buildings. I am denied about doing it on Farm Manager, but actually, you know what? Although these are all sort of base in-game animal paddocks, they're all large for a start, so fine. Except the silo is... Oh, it's a modified silo. Hey, check that out. So it's a small silo, 200,000 litres of each, but it also takes potatoes, sugar beet, hay, grass, straw, what's that, chaff, silage. I'm not sure what the other one is. Is that wood chip? Yeah. Wow. So it's a complete multi-fruit silo. That's pretty cool. I didn't realise that. But yeah, so I thought about starting on File Manager, but actually, you know what? I like the layout of the yard. No doubt if I tried to recreate it myself, it wouldn't work, because sometimes placing the stuff together is quite tricky. There's some pretty nice barns storage that the modders created and put on the farm. I like it. I just really like the layout. So, but we've got work to do. Enough sitting around having a look. Field 14 is ready to harvest. I might have paused growth. I wonder if I did. I may have done. Still need ploughing. Yield's not going to be great. So 14 is ready to harvest. 13 is cultivated, but actually could do with being ploughed. Did I stop crop growth? No, I didn't. So I'm going to take withering off, just in case. Because I think what we should do, on the basis that actually our plough is quite small, so just getting used to the equipment. So remind me, Fortschritt needs 80 horsepower. I think most of the tractors should be able to cope with that. So honestly, it doesn't make a massive amount of difference. You know what? If I know where I put it, I know where I put it. We'll grab the tracked Fiatagri. Seems an ideal machine for ploughing. Do love that startup. Very good. There's my plough. So this is quite similar, I think, to one that was on FS17. In fact, I might even have used it on Altenstein. I don't remember. But it's ridiculously narrow. It's going to take absolutely ages to plough this field. But that's fine. I'm just going to trample through the undergrowth here, just because we are right here. Wow, it's ploughing at some speed. Good grief. Definitely going to leave a work on that, because I'm bound to mess that up. Okay, it might be small plough, but my goodness, on this thing it's going to go like heck. Cool. We'll leave that running. Spooky caterpillar tracks and all. See if there's a bit of tidying up to the end. Might be. We'll see how it goes. There's plenty of runoff at the edges of the field, so it should be alright. Oh no, I did that. Press the wrong button. So that's fine. Get work back on it again. I'm assuming you can't fold it. No, it doesn't do anything else. No. Fine. So I have to guess this a little bit. That looks okay. Wow, that's going at some speed. I'm not sure I've ever seen ploughing going at 15 miles an hour. That's pretty cool. Okay, so quickly wander back up. This is our field that needs harvesting. Is that oats? It is oats. That's good. And actually we've got a little bit of stuff in store, so we might want to sell some crops as well actually today, but let's get the harvesting started. It'll get us a bit of money build up. We'll buy some new fields, get some animals in, do all that kind of jazz. Be kind of fun. I'm really looking forward to this. Just fancy doing a small farm, something a little bit different. What's up on here? Cool. So here's where we put the combine. There's the trailer as well. So we'll get the combine going. Yeah, it'd be kind of nice if we got some older, some more old combines and some smaller ones. I mean, we've got, you know, there's other in-game small ones, but I fancied the older stuff for now, really. kind of do with the Fortschritt combine really for doing this. I've gone, as you've seen, with quite a bit of Fortschritt equipment, and we'll buy some more. Some more came out recently, which was part actually of the inspiration, I guess, for doing this. Now I need to think about where I'm going to put the header trailer out of the way. That's just a little gate there into the side of that shed too. That's quite cool. Swing round this header on. I don't know how to do this one at ×1 or ×5. That might depend, I guess, on how much money we can make from the crops that we've got, how quickly we can get things done. You know, because if I can afford to buy some animals and some new fields and all that sort of stuff that'll keep us busy, I'll leave it on ×1. It's a small farm, so, you know, but we'll see. There we go. Lovely. Can't expect the yield to be great. Ooh, we'll need a baler. Right, okay. We will need a baler. Yeah, and the yield isn't going to be great. Look how little straw it's putting at the back. I think it might have had a level of fertilisation in this field, but it's obviously it's not ploughed. Chances are it's not limed, you know, so we've got all this stuff to do on it as well. I like the fact that the fields are small, but interesting shapes, but there's plenty of runoff at each end, so actually, you know, getting workers in the field shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, I like it. I actually even need to look up, I haven't even checked yet. I've done very little prep for this other than buying all the equipment and getting it set up. I can't remember who the modder of the map was, so I need to look all that up, but I'll put it in, it'll be in the comments at some point. I can't guarantee when, but at some point I will definitely be adding that in, because it is slightly reminiscent of Altenstein to me, and I did love that map on 17. I was kind of hoping it had come along to 19, but there's no sign yet. And I just fancied doing something a bit smaller, so yeah, so the reason behind doing this, obviously if you know what we're watching, I've got Peterville going on, which is my follow-up from Marwell Manor, so that's my sort of realistic-ish series, and I'd set up a farm on Presmasovo, which was going to be my sort of fun map, just you know, throwing a whole lot of money, do all sorts of silly stuff, whatever cheats and obscure hacks and things, just sort of had that playground, if you like, to try out all sorts of different stuff. And I used it for a little bit. I built the farm. I spent hours building up a farm and putting all the buildings in, and had loads of money. And then when it came to buying equipment, I thought I quite fancy some small equipment, some of the unusual, you know, the older stuff, the new mods and all that kind of stuff. But then Washu came out, and I thought, actually, I really like that map. I want to do a big American map and blah blah. So I started playing that as well. Like, I can't do all of them, you know, it's just a bit mad. So we are doing this differently. So this will now be my little map. I haven't made a decision yet whether this is going to be particularly realistic or no. I'll play it by ear, but I'm not planning on putting any money into it necessarily. Planning on just using the smaller machinery and just, you know, back to basics farming sort of thing. And we'll see how it goes. And then what I've actually done, what I'm doing currently, is I'm restarting Washu. And I've just been editing actually a time-lapse video of setting up that farm, so I'm going to keep on there, but I've started it again. So apologies if you're enjoying that series, but I was just messing really. So I've made that my fun farm. I put some money into it. Started on Farm Manager. Actually, I didn't start Farm Manager. Again, I started New Farmer. but I've sold all of some of the buildings. The reason I've done it that way was because the position of the house when you start on a new farmer, if you start it as farm manager, you can't put a house there, so you're losing space, you're wasting space. So I've done it as a new farmer. But yeah, so that should be out the next day or two, and then we'll crack on with that. And again, actually, now I've rejuvenated it a little bit. I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm really looking forward to this. So 3 very different ways of playing, 3 very different types of maps. Yeah, just keep the variety, and hopefully I'll manage to keep some sort of progress across all of them, but we'll see how we get on. So that's kind of the plan. How's our plower doing? Well, he's not doing bad. Right, let's go work on this for a second. Just have a quick look. What was I going to check? Oh yeah, that was it. Soil composition. So they'll both need ploughing, so let's take that off a second. So they do both need lime. Okay, that's what I thought. But this has a first level fertilization, so I mean it's not going to be a great great harvest, but you know, oat prices, well, 2254 at Agri LB, is that? It's not a bad price. It's not an amazing price. It's not a bad price. I'm doing this on easy. I'm afraid I tend to do all of mine on easy economy just because I have so little time to play. If I didn't, I'd never progress because I'd never make any money. So that's what we're doing. Ooh, is that another field over there that's ready to harvest? Because you know what, I could be tempted just to buy it straight out. Is it 8 or 7? I'm looking at 7. What's in it? Soybean. How much is it? Ooh, 112. That's quite a big chunk of change when you've only got 212. Oh, and I haven't looked yet. What contracts like? Oh, we have contracts. Lots of contracts. And actually, there's a harvest contract available on field 12. Prices, the payouts aren't great, but I guess that's because you know they're all relatively small fields, right? So maybe not that surprising. I mean, there's that one on field 10. That's sugar beet, 11 grand. And field 10 is quite a big field, actually. So the animal dealer, haven't been up to the animal dealer yet. That's something we need to think about. Oh, 18 and 20, they're ready to harvest. Oh no, they're not ready to harvest, sorry. That's corn. They are, 18 and 19 are ready to harvest. I'd quite like to grow fairly organically, so I mean, you know, we've got this patch. Logically, 15 would be a good field to buy. It's only 40 grand. I could get on, but it's 112. It's very expensive. What's in 15? It's growing, and it's also oats. Interesting. Anyway, let's get a trailer. So you tractor. Still finding my way around a little bit. Cultivators in there, right? Yep. Okay. So I'll run through here. I did love this in 17. I'm so glad this has come back out. The Fiatagri. Also try and also try and do a little bit more first person in cab. See how that goes. Rear visibility is not great. messed that up. Sorry, I was just testing something. Can't remember whether this had open doors or not. Mind you, having said there's that lime spreader. The new one's just come out that looks really cool. It'd go great on this map. I do like this map, it looks really good. All these tracks and... yeah, it's nice. Could go get another plough and help out on that field. I reckon that is actually quite a decent sized field. Maybe we should buy that field. Oh, I never thought to check while I was setting up. Of course I've got all the cell points switched off. Yeah, that is the biogas plant, and I never thought I should have bought it. How much is it? Okay, 104. It's not too bad. Not that I'm saying necessarily that I'll do, you know, that I'll make silage to sell, but I might do. I don't want to rule these things out. Yeah, you know, I'm cracking on now. It's going to take a little while though, plus, you know, workers tend to do an awful lot of overlap, so that 1.5 metre plough is basically about a 0.75 metre plough at this point in time. So maybe we do need to get another plough. There are a few good ones. All quite small. Oh, he's leaving bits too, so there'll need to be a bit of tidying up to be done. It's nowhere near full, but let's empty it. In fact, to be honest, it probably won't need to fill up on the whole field. Oh, so we need to sort out a baler, didn't we? There we go, first crop off our first field on a new farm. Always feels good. Even if it is at this point only 3,000 litres, but you know, kind of like it. And yes, I've got an A-frame trailer, and yes, I will regret it. But you know what? It'll do for now. But yeah, we can take a bit of a look around. It's a lovely map. I do really like this. It's my kind of map, this. I just say it's my kind of map, as is Peterville, as was Marwell. But as a German map, it's my kind of map, as a sort of, you know, Central European-ish. Small map, small fields. Brilliant. Right. Baler. What have we got down at the store? Could get a roll belt. The old yellow New Holland. All a bit too fancy and new. All the Anderson stuff. Please tell me that I've got installed the little baler, because I've been wanting to use it, and this is the ideal mat for it. Oh yes. I might regret it because it's just going to create hundreds of bales that at this point in time I don't think there's anything to do other than to pick them up manually. I will try it with an auto-load trailer. How much is it? 40 grand. Wow. Okay. Right, definitely not buying that field then, I suppose, unless I sell some crops, which I could do. Okay. Jump over the fence. I'll take the Fortschritt. I'll nip along to the store. So I did put this on with front loader forks. I haven't bought the actual front loader yet though, but it's got the attacher on it. This is just the 2-wheel drive version. Rear mud flaps, etc. Again, let's go in cab. I've never been that sure about these Fortschritt tractors, but I just had to, right? I mean, we're here. We're in Germany. It's a German brand. We're trying to use smaller, older equipment. It's absolutely just the thing. I'm just not sure about how they look, quite honestly. They're a bit square and boxy, but you know what? But yeah, I did love the Fortschritt combine. I wish we'd have that. That would be great. But it's quite good. We do have this. We do have... Oh, actually, that was a bit dumb, wasn't it? I didn't need a baler. Because what I could have done was use the... Oh, that was silly. Alright, maybe we'll do that, actually, for now. Not saying the baler's not a good idea, don't get me wrong. But I have just realised... And I've been looking forward to using that, has to be said. I'm just slightly nervous about how long it's going to take me to pick up the bales afterwards. But anyway, because part of the reason that I was going to do this was because this came out. 64,000, I just about afford it. Oh, look at that. And if I remember rightly, it actually has a pickup header. Corn header, which looks awesome. Must do some corn for silage. That's a multi-crop header. Yep, pickup header. Hang on. But one of those isn't straw. I don't think it'll pick up straw. Oh, this is embarrassing. I haven't yet got used to these new symbols. There's a list somewhere. Where is it? Here we go. Not so clear. There's another one. Okay, so straw is the little V-shaped things. Right, okay. So will this header... No, it won't. Right. Okay, that's a shame. But it does save me spending a whole load of money. You know, I'm not sure about that combination of green and yellow wheels. So, small bales it is. Don't seem to be turning desperately effectively. Slightly worryingly. Wow, it turns that way well though, doesn't it? Yep, left turns no good. Isn't that funny? Oh, sorry, yes, I need to unfold it. Oh, it's not, it is an offset, okay. Cool. No, that's annoying. No, that's the land, so it won't let me pick up that bit of straw that I've managed to dump there. Oh well. We'll buy it one day. Given the relatively low yield of straw, we're not actually going to get that much off here. What we had to so far. 4 bales. What's our worker doing? Looks like our worker's got stuck off this road. Ah, gonna run over my bale. That's no good. Cool. Got that. I love that this Fiatagri's now got the gear change sound. That's very good. I wasn't aware that it was supposed to, so it's really good. So not what you'd call a huge yield. That's probably about 4,500 to 5,000 litres, but hey. Got to bear in mind these are quite small fields, of course. Oh, another bale. Actually, it's the same one. So yeah, I need to think about selling some of this stuff. That soybean price, 2842. So let's keep an eye on that one, because that's currently the highest price and still going up. That sunflower price is about to be, actually is that, oh no, 2661 is against 2882. It's got a little way to go to become highest, but it's still pretty high. Yeah, so all those prices are pretty decent. Just going to leave that there for now. Snip back to our Fortschritt, do some more bales. Mind you, probably want to think about, how's our worker getting on? You know what? He's... Yeah, we'll leave him to do a little bit more. Then we'll probably get another tractor. Probably take the Fortschritt actually, and we'll go and get the cultivator on it as well. Get it cultivated while the other workers finish off ploughing, and we get that seeded. It'd be good to get all that done today. I don't know what I'll put in it, either canola or soybean, one or the other. I've thought about what growth speed I want. I might leave it on normal, especially if we're going to do it on ×1. Maybe we'll do it all mixed between ×1, ×5, I think. No, he hasn't. Oh, no, he hasn't. That's pretty cool. To miss the end of the field. Oh, it's a little bit of straw drop there. Need to figure out what animals I'm going to do. I mean, I'm keeping Peterville as my fully mixed farm, so I've got everything but horses. I could do horses on this map. In fact, actually, what I'd quite like to do is there's a horse mod, only takes horse paddock mod. Only takes 2 horses. I've been wanting to use it for ages, but I've just noticed we do actually have a horse paddock on this map. I suppose I could sell it. It's somewhere else on the map. I haven't actually been to look yet, so maybe we'll go and have a look, see where it is, and see whether we want to go with that or whether we use the modded one, which I could just put on some grass somewhere around the farm. Funny, that turning circle doesn't seem quite so bad now. Very odd. Oh, I missed a bit. Oh, that's fine, that can be ploughed in. Right, combine's going to be in the way, so we'll need to move that. And actually, our worker did say he'd finished doing the ploughing, which he clearly hasn't. So where did he go? Oh, there he is. Not done bad though, good speed. Just happened to end up in just the wrong place. Has he managed to plough that edge properly? Yes. There we go, and he's away. Sheep, time. Actually, I never thought to check. I didn't start with a loan, I didn't. Okay, good. Wrong way, all over the place. There we go. Lovely. Right, okay, Baling. Mind you, actually, as I've stopped for a second, yeah, we can get that. So how about we'll just leave the baler here a second. We'll go get that strip working on the field behind the plough, following him up. Get that ready so we can get that field actually limed, I suppose, first and then seeded, but you know, either way. Cultivator is through here. Can I squeeze through that gap? Yeah. Oh, mind you. We'll catch those next time. There's just some little patches here and there that the plough's missed, but you know what? Yield-wise, it's not going to make that much difference, and I'll just have to keep my OCD under control a little bit for the fact that there'll be a few little red spots on my fields for a while. Or is that wrong? No, it seems alright. It's where I find out that my Fortschritt tractor doesn't have enough power to fill my Fortschritt cultivator. No, it should do. Yeah. It's a flat field, 20 horsepower extra. Cool. Very good work. Thank you, madam. Sorry, get out of your way. Doing a cracking job. The cultivator's twice the width of the plough, but I'm hoping he's got a good enough head start that it'll be alright. Right, where'd I leave the Fiat then? Oh yes, at the silo. Oops. That was a little bit too tight. Down this edge so I don't catch any more bales. Don't miss any straw. Nope. All good. Right, because it's offset, we've done alternate rows. What we might need to do is pick up what we've already done. I still haven't really figured out how I'm going to do that. But yeah, pick up what we've already done, bale the rest, so that we're doing a bit of time. Mind you, I missed one over there, so let's go do that as well. And yeah, we're going to pick them up into, I mean, I could use the same trailer. I was trying to figure out if it'll let me pick it up with a front loader bucket. Not sure. Uh-oh, of course I knocked one out, didn't I? Oop. Oh well. Perfect. So, do we use the same trailer? Ooh, you know what we could do? How much is it? 60,000. It is the ideal thing for this map though. It really is. I mean, I could try an auto bale trailer, but I'm pretty sure I know the answer as to whether or not it'll work. Could just get that. That would do. How much is it? Okay, so we're looking at 70 grand all but. Oh, plus it does have that to go on the back too. So it would be quite a useful piece of kit. Or should we lease a bale trailer? I've always been curious. I don't think it would work. How much to lease? 867. It's got to be worth a try. I've always wanted to try this, but I'm pretty sure I know the answer. But it's worth a go. It's 867 euros. Really? If it don't work, we'll buy the truck. How are we getting on? Uh-oh. Our plough's losing his his lead. I'd missed that he'd finished. And again, has he done all the way up to that edge? He has. Excellent. It'll be done in no time. Sorry. He or she. Whoa, that's not helpful. Note to self. In playing in first person view, never leave yourself with your facing the back of the tractor. Okay. I have a feeling this isn't going to work, but yeah, it's got to be worth a try. Because if it does, it would be brilliant. Because at the end of the day, they are still bales. But it is a little on the large side for the farm. Struggling to get around the corner. He managed. Again, loving the gear change. Different engine note, brilliant. And I'm going to put the thing on just to make sure. Operating position. Should be it. No, this bale is not supported. Well, that's pretty definitive, isn't it? Oh, well, it was worth a shot. Fine. We'll have the store come pick that up, because, you know, I was just giving them 867 euros for nothing. Right, in that case, pushing the boat out. What do we think on colours? Actually, you know what, I quite like that colour combination. That looks pretty cool. Do we want... I'm not sure I want stripes. Nah. Nah. Definitely want a trailer hitch. Hopefully it's the right trailer hitch. Fingers crossed. Hey Zeke, how's it going, my friend? I'm doing good, thank you. How are you? I'm getting quite tired, but I'm enjoying myself. Starting at a new farm. Let's get the right one. We'll go for this one for now. I'm assuming those are the colours that will match what I just bought. Ooh, capacities. Nope, I'm never going to be able to throw bales into that. That would just go horribly wrong. Can't even see. There we go, that's better. But I don't want a bale loading wagon. I need something with sides. Stick with it, I say. Good. How's it so far? It's good, actually. Yeah, I was just experimenting a little bit. Yeah, no worries. Being late is no problem at all. Yeah, we've just basically quick recap. So this is Oberkrebach, little German map. Came out a little while ago now, but I started it in new farmer mode. I sold all the equipment that was on it, and I've gone old school and small. Well, old school where possible, but primarily small. So we've got lots of European Fortschritt, Fiatagris, stuff with tracks, little plows. Just there's some really cool mods have come out recently. This Fiatagri, which I'm now stuck in front of, the tractor one, tractor one, was one of the really good reasons. There's also been some she wearing a headscarf. There was also some other Fortschritt equipment that came out recently, so just made me think, actually, you know what, kind of want to do a small farm. And I'd started Presmasovo, and I'd started with small equipment, which was a bit dumb on a really big map, so we've gone old school, and it's cool. Reminds me a little bit of Oldenstein. Trap Fiat is awesome, and actually I've got the Fiatagri as well, which is also awesome, and I've always wanted to use this as well, so it's just a great opportunity to use all this stuff. Now then, let's see. So yeah, we're just going to mess about a little bit on here, see how we get on. Okay. Kind of expected a symbol to come up and say, hey, you can connect now. That's odd. Let's try from the other side. Okay. Not sure why that wouldn't work. That's somewhat disappointing. Very disappointing. Oh. Okay, these small bales are proving to come a little bit challenging. Right, so let's sell that then. Because frankly, it is otherwise a little bit pointless, and I think the only thing I'm going to be able to do is push it into, well, now what? Yeah, okay. I thought you were gonna tell me there was something I need to do that I've not done. Shucks. I was kind of hoping. That is odd, right? Because I mean, this came out with this thing. It's designed for it. That's a bit rubbish. Oh, hang on. No. I know why it might be, I think. Ah, so tricky. I think I have done myself a bit of a challenge here, because what I rather wanted, customize trailer hitch. No. Let's see. No, I've even forgot which way around it is. Oh well, here you go. No, missed. Yeah, I think I might be the wrong way around. Fine, try from the other end. Fingers crossed this is it, because if you now look, the fifth wheel's gone. It wasn't just a trailer hitch, it was the fifth wheel that it added. It looks like the trailer hitch is still there. There you go. So the trailer hitch is still there. Whether it's still functional is another matter, but trailer hitch added fifth wheel. Fifth wheel means you can't add the thing on. There you go. Now we know. I did say I was going to try and do this in first person. Yeah, kind of weird, huh? Because it just said trailer hitch. Didn't say fifth wheel, it just said trailer hitch. Anyway, hopefully this will still prove to be the ideal thing for collecting our tiny little bales. Oh, I've got stuck. Oh, I really have got stuck. And you know what? I'm not sure what on either. That was weird. Someone's completed their task. Our little Fiatagri has done his ploughing. Excellent. Right, what can we do with this? So the sides don't fold down. That'll be a problem. Ooh, it's too high. But it works. It ain't gonna be pretty. There isn't a rear dump gate. Good question. Let's have a look. Nah, it's tip side, left, right, or back. What I was kind of hoping was I'd be able to drop the sides, because it's not a bale trailer. You can get it in a bale trailer format, but that means it has no sides, and for these loose bales, that'll be no good. It's fine, it'll do. The other advantage it gives us is between the I'm hoping this will hook up to the trailer, and between the combination of the two, we'll have great capacity to take stuff to sell. So it's all good. And there is actually another. There's another trailer thing for it, which is bigger. Slightly worrying that sort of fell through the sides, so I have to be a little bit careful. It's going to be a little bit of a slow process. Sadly, the auto-load trailer didn't work. Yeah, I'm not sure it is. Actually, that's true. The sideless version probably would have straps. Yeah, no, this is just what opens the sides, isn't it? It's the mechanism for the side opening thing. Bizarrely enough, I'm assuming there isn't a rear. Now then, will they stay in? No. Brilliant. That'd be a no then. Yeah, good shout on the straps though, so maybe we do need the bale version. I love that. Look, magic bales. It's a great looking little truck though. Advantages, of course, is that if the sides don't affect it, then actually tipping it, tipping it, they will actually come out, which is a bit of a bonus. Let's go dump these somewhere. I don't know where to put them actually. And then we'll take it to the workshop and we'll tweak it. Well, I didn't have anything in this bit, so let's put them under here for now. Awesome. I like it. Okay, so what we could do... Not 100% sure where the trigger is. Guessing maybe it's here. L1 and X, right? Detach. Oh no, just X. Straight out. Customize. Bale loading wagon. Yeah, it looks like it should have straps. So let's do that. Helper J, helper I, J. It's blocked by an object, so that will be, oops, I'm guessing, the worker with the plough. And while we're here, oh yeah. Ooh. Weird collision. So what we're going to do then is leave that there a second. Customize. There we go. 2 bale loading wagons. Now we're talking. Right, doing that. Oh, let's hope you're right about those straps. Okay, and then what we'll also do is I'm going to jump actually. Oh, that's weird, it's missed a bit. Oh well, I'll tidy it up in a second. And we'll bring this over here because we'll need them ploughing again in a minute. Well, I say in a minute. Yeah, so the trailer hitch does work, which is a bit weird because actually... Oh, he's missed a whole section. I'll do that in a minute. Yeah, which is a bit odd. Because it said with trailer hitch and it already had a trailer hitch that clearly works. But hey, we figured it out. What it really meant was 5th wheel. That's what it meant to say. Of course, I've got one slight snagger using this trailer. I can't possibly reverse it to where I've just decided to put bales, but never mind. No. Damn you. I do like these bales, they're a good size. They're sort of midway between a standard bale size and the ones that we... Whoa, that's just weird. Oh, and yeah, the little ones that we had on FS17 from the Farming Classics pack. That I loved that baler too. That was a great baler. So yeah, I'll need to find somewhere else to dump the ones that are in the trailer, but that's alright, we'll figure it out. We've not seasons on. won't do seasons on this. That'd be a good map for seasons. Actually, it would look amazing. There we go. It's going to be a little bit repetitive doing this, I'm afraid. Don't do weird things, you'll just upset it again. You know what, I'll get the truck, we'll bring the truck forward. Slightly odd, you've only got one icon for the trailer, it's and yet the sort of back to the truck isn't actually picked up as being part of the truck. That's a bit strange. So I've got two rear oh, missed completely. Depth perception, I don't think. Oof, just. Use track to the front hitch to push that back bale wagon around. Three bales pipe with claws might help. Oh, what, to pick up the bales? Yeah, could do. But yeah, you're right about using yeah, you're right, it is much easier to reverse the A-frames with from the front. I don't know if one of these tracks can do that, but we'll see. I'll see where there is, we can put them. I won't get them all in that one space anyway, so that's fine, we'll figure something out. Whoa. It actually isn't going too bad because they're that bit bigger than the ones from the Farming Classics pack. You don't get quite so many. Plus we've got the advantage, of course. We've got the advantage, of course, that in this particular instance, it's an advantage that this field is neither ploughed nor limed, nor did it have one level of fertilizer, because we haven't got too much straw. And actually, and I've just remembered it was a bit stupid, a mod came out this week for the Pottinger loading wagon, the old Pottinger loading wagon from FS17, which again would be spot on this map. And given that we've got a multi-fruit silo, that would, whoa, probably make sense. But I have been wanting to try that new Holland baler, so it's a good opportunity to try that too. No, don't do weird things. Stack three bales on top of each other and load the stack all at once. Ah, yes, that would have been way neater. This is a rather untidy way of putting bales in the back of a truck. Yeah, I'm afraid I've started down this route now, but this might be a bit of a one-off. I did want to try this this baler, and hey, it meant I had to buy the truck, so you know what, it was worth it. Actually, that said it's 20 to 12. I guess I probably ought to go to bed. I've got to work tomorrow. But this is fun. I've had this map set up for about a week now. I've been dying to do the first stream on it. It's my first opportunity. Typical. Right, nearly done actually with these first ones. They're strapped in right, yes they are. Slightly higgledy-piggledy. Just get these last few on. And then what we'll go do is we will go and get, we'll finish cultivating that little bit of that field that was missed by the worker, and we'll get that started seeding. And that seems like a pretty successful point to end today. But I am, oh you git, but I'm going to get these last few bales off. Nice. Ah, cool. Well, congratulations to you both. I hope you have a good evening. And yeah, we'll catch up soon, man. Thanks for stopping by and having a chat. Appreciate that. You take it easy and have a good time. And congratulations to you both. I won't be long now. Get these last few. Oh, don't mess about. There we go. Whoa, didn't pick it up. Is this the last bale I see before me? Well, it is until I bale the rest. Straps on, yep. Right. How many bales have we done anyway? Let's see. 34. Ah, of course you can't tip a bale trailer. Nope. Oh well. I'll worry about that later. Right, let's go and tidy up the cultivating. I think there was a bit here we missed. Yeah, there was. Last little patch. Spin around, do this line. Here we go. Right, well we'll need to do this field with the cultivator in a little bit, so I'm not going to take that too far. Nip down the store, fill up the lime spreader. We'll do it the quick way, we'll just fill it up there. I'll worry about bringing back the pallets another time. Whoa, whoops, sorry. In a rush, farming emergency. So this works with this mod. Oh yes, beautiful. What's nice about using these pallets with bags on is it's perfectly realistic to just put the device next to it and fill them up by hand. Whoa, that's heavy though. This tractor's struggling. Because of course you just pick up each bag by hand. There's no other way to do it. It's not like having a big bag and, you know, emptying it from the bottom or anything. Hopefully this will be able to do this. If I remember rightly, this from my test video that I did quite a while ago now, this spreader has a huge width and ridiculously low consumption, so let's hope I'm right. That should do it. Workers should manage from here. Just thought I'd do that bottom strip because otherwise they'll leave gaps. Oh, I've gone too far off the edge. Bring it in a little bit. There we go. Right, I'm going to jump to, so I don't get covered in lime, which I think would be pretty unpleasant. Oh no. So spin this round, but I need to go back into the yard and pick up the cedar. Ah, missed. I need to be a bit careful. Got to bring this out nice and straight because it only just fits. Lovely. I hope this won't be too heavy, this tractor, once it's full. He's finished? No, he hasn't. It's not that fast. Worry about that in a minute. So again, pallets, seeds, one of those. How much is each one of those? 2,100 litres. What's the capacity of our cedar? Oh yeah, 600, plenty. Open up. Sorry, push that out of the way. Cope with the weight perfectly. I love the engine note on this tractor, that's just brilliant. The change of gear is just fantastic. There are a few that do it now. It's a really good effect. Right. What should we plant? I think we said. Oh no, sorry, wrong one. I'm being dense. Wow, brain dead. There we go. Let's go with canola. Now why do you suppose he thinks he's finished? because I did that bottom strip and he's got to the bottom of it and gone, oh, that bit's been limed already. I know you shouldn't really sew straight after you've limed, but never mind. You'll forgive me, I just really wanted to get this started. There it goes, and again, brilliant speed. May as well finish this myself then. Just got enough of this edge. Yes, hopefully. Absolutely perfect. Look at that. Right. Well, I'll whiz this back down to the store then. We'll refill with whatever's left. The other field's a slightly simpler shape, so it should be more efficient in how much it uses. Hopefully one pallet will be enough. And that'll call it a day for now. So first episode done on Oberkrebach. I'll try and finish that baling offline, just because you don't want to watch me pulling all those bales off that field. And I promise, great though that baler is, we kind of need some sort of multi, you know, some sort of pickup function for it. Maybe let's try a bucket or something, because picking them up by hand's a bit of a pain. So as Zeke said, I could try stacking them in threes and then use groups of three. That could work. Maybe even fours actually, because they're quite small. But I think what I'll do is I'll make sure I've got that the modded Pottinger loading wagon that came out this week. I'll make sure I've got that installed, and yeah, maybe we'll get that, because I did, you know, it was the loading wagon in 15 and 17 base one, and it'd be kind of fun to have it on here. And given that we've got, you know, a silo that will take straw and hay and grass, why not use it? So yeah, so we'll maybe get that. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. I certainly have. I've been looking forward to doing this. Certainly looking forward to doing more, expanding the farm. Need to figure out whether we do just cows and sheep, whether we do cow, sheep and pigs. Don't know. Give that some thought. Should get some chickens, I suppose. And yeah, but yeah, I hope you've had a good time. We'll do some more soon. And yeah, likes and subscriptions very much appreciated, as I always say. And I'll see you on the next one. Hey Donny, I was just signing off. How you doing, my friend? Oh, left the indicator on. Indicator off. I'm doing good. Just finished my first stream on here on Oberkrebach, doing some small stuff, but having a load of fun with some really cool pieces of equipment. And I'll show you over here, having some fun with some small bales, but not so much fun picking them up by hand. Good man, I haven't spoken to you for ages. I'm glad you're okay. But yeah, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to go because it's midnight over here and I've got to work tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for stopping by anyway. Good to see you, and keep an eye out for the next one. I'll be doing some more on this soon, starting off small and see how we get on. But yeah, thanks for stopping by and saying hello, and thanks to everybody else for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye for now.